What if the thing standing between us and success isn't circumstances, it's habits? Many of us in our 50s and 60s and 70s are adjusting to retirement, and it can be a little bit tricky at times. We tell ourselves, I'm going to get fit. I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to shed 10 kilos. I'm going to start practicing mindfulness and learn Tai Chi. But somehow we never seem to get around to it. It's not necessarily laziness. It's more likely to be procrastination. We're capable, we have the gifts, but getting started can be really difficult. Here's a story all about that. In old Japan, there lived a young samurai. By all accounts, he seemed destined for greatness. He devoured stories of legendary battles. He spoke with fire about the warrior he would become. He had the spirit of a champion, at least when he was talking about it. But when it came time to train, there was always a reason to wait. The weather wasn't quite right today. I'm not feeling the best. I need a better plan before I start. Weeks became months. Months became years. And while he dreamed bigger and bigger, younger warriors who simply showed up every single day quietly surpassed him. One morning, as he sat alone, he faced a truth he had been avoiding. His ambition hadn't lifted him. It had become a trap. Every time he talked about his future victories, described his plans, imagined his glory, his brain gave him the same reward as actually doing the work, the feeling of progress, without any of the progress. He was living on the dopamine of dreams, and it was costing him everything. He had believed that passion and purpose would eventually force him into action. But motivation, he now understood, doesn't come before action, it comes from action. He had been waiting to feel ready. He would never feel ready. His master, a quiet man of 60 years, offered no sympathy, but he offered something better, the truth about how mastery actually works.
I am ready, Sensei. You are waiting for a river to carry you. But first you must step into the water.
He introduced his pupil to Kaizen, the art of continuous small improvements. Not dramatic transformation, not overnight change, just one small action done daily, done consistently. The master pointed to the other students. They had simply trained more consistently. They didn't wait to feel inspired. They trained because training was their identity. And here was the surprising part. They had stopped fighting themselves. Once a habit is built, it stops requiring willpower. The decision is already made. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates the motivation we mistakenly think must come first. The young man made a decision that day, not to train harder, but just to train daily, even if that training was small. The first week, he trained for 15 minutes each morning, just 15 minutes. It felt almost embarrassing, but he did it. Then he did it again, and again. By the second month, the habit was ingrained. His body expected it. His mind no longer argued. The friction was gone. By the end of the year, he had transformed, not through a single heroic effort, but through hundreds of small ones, stacked quietly on top of each other. He never found the perfect moment. He stopped waiting for one. Think about where this pattern shows up in our own lives. The first page that will not write itself. The fitness goal that has a start date of Monday. The business idea that just needs a little more research. The relationship you'll care for again once life calms down. We all have intentions that live in our heads, waiting for conditions that will never quite arrive. But the samurai lesson is this. We don't need to be ready. We don't need to feel motivated. We just need to begin with something small, something honest, something we'll actually do. One class, one page, one honest conversation, one step. Not because it'll change everything today, but because small things gradually become great things.